England, I could at least have a perspective from a different part of the world and accept my responsibility as an American who has that knowledge of that system. And yet,
were you running away from something that you thought was not kosher? Back to see how I brought it back.
Oh, the Jewish theme is very
No, but
strong.
did you feel it would like...
No. I came to England and found an audience that seemed to understand what I was doing.
Did anybody in America when you left?
No.
That's the other thing. No. It's such an, you know,
yeah.
it's such
we're the same thing. The thing you find.
Well, this is one thing, because I'm fascinated by America, and you're going that way, I'm going that way, but you know what... Because I sort of know the bullshit that's out there. That's why when I went to LA, I thought I'd hate it, but in fact I didn't, because the bullshit that came towards me, the bullshit that came towards me, I was already ready for. I had been trained at bullshit school, and I got some good grades there, and I knew that when bullshit comes in, you go, well, that's bullshit, and then you go, well, no, that seems okay, and that seems bullshit.
But the thing about bullshit, just when you think you've escaped, it's growing in your pants.
You're absolutely right. I mean, I grew up out in the San Fernando Valley. Not in Minnesota, forget it. I mean, my real formative years were out there with Hollywood just over the hill. So I learned to hate these people. I knew they were vile bastards. And for years, I knew that if I was incredibly prejudiced and just thought they were all guilty until proved innocent, life was easier. And it was. And then when I hit 50 years, can you believe these numbers? And suddenly I went out there and did a film. And I thought, oh, they're not so bad. We went to dinner, sat around like a table like this. They like me.
Mama's accepted you again.
And I actually was fooled by it, so be careful.
No, I know, because...
But you know, but you don't know. All I'm going to say is you know, but you don't know. Is that right?
But I do know.
No, you don't.
But I do know. I know.
It's an illness that is beyond deception.
At college, so
But that's the difference.
In Wales.
You've got skills that I've never dreamed of.
The bottom line is...
We can't argue with that.
Okay, I could end up being a victim, right? I could end up being a victim.
Yes.
I could end up being living in LA and whatever. I could end up living in New York. Is that also victim?
He says the word. He said the words.
Is that also victim?
In LA.
Something will be gone.
I don't think so. This is me trying to be open, because I want to stay here. Or I could live in Paris, or I could live somewhere in France, or I could... Or, you know, I like Europe. I'm too much into Europe. There's the cutting edge of politics is right here.
Right, so what's this draw to America?
Because I'm fascinated by the world. There's also the whole of the southern hemisphere. I've got to work out where the it is and go there and see if I want to hang out there.
Right.
I'm a world citizen. I was born in Yemen, so, I mean... I want to explore, but I don't want to not explore. See, the point is, if you say there's chocolate, okay, now a lot of chocolate's too bad for you. Like, America is chocolate, and I know that I can't eat chocolate anymore, but I want to try a taste of chocolate, or occasionally have a bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
But if I can be disciplined on it, then you can have a taste of it. Now, that's the thing. Whether you take the whole drug and you just become addicted to America, or whether you have it like a bit and you can do it. Now, it may be, but I have to go through that to get out of it. And you can't come from there and say, well, don't try it.
You're right.
No, try it. Eat the chocolate.
My son, good luck. I'd grown up outside of Hollywood, wanting desperately to be part of the thing. I then made movies and achieved a certain kind of level of success. I then thought, okay, now I've got it. American, 50 years old, successful movies. I walk into the thing, and they ate me alive. I mean, I spent 4 years in development hell, being promised things, because it was so nice. It felt so good. It's like, oh, yeah.
And you get a car.
Oh, it's so good. It feels
so nice. It's the downfall into hell. The entrance to Hades, you're in a limo.
You don't even know it's happening.
But the beautiful thing about stand-up is that you can do it anywhere, and that you don't have to go in development hell, you know? Because that's the...
Good. Buon fortuna.
You do the deal first, and then you work out the money. You don't do the money first, and then you work out the deal. You don't say, oh, £1 million? Yeah, what is it? Stick my head in the toilet? Fine. You know, you say, what's the deal? Oh, we're going to do something which is going to work in this? All right, okay, now let's try and get as much cash out of you as I can, you big multinational bastard. You know, something like that.
Yeah. No, but that's a different kind of selling out. The thing is, they won't say, hey, Eddie, like me.
I sell in, I don't sell out.
Yeah, sell a potato chip, and here's your lines.
Is that what you do?
For money, I'll spread them as far as you want. And I'd like all those multi-conglomerates to know
has nothing on you, does she, when it comes to spreading?
My first gig.
There is no limit to the spread, says my business card. I could be your Mazzola.
My first gig was in a... Because I went to these boarding schools, right? Now, I've never told anyone this, but this was brilliantly crap. But also quite wonderful in a stupid crap way. One of these boarding schools from the age of 6 because my mum died, and so I got used to being in these dormitories. They're not like American dormitories. When I thought everyone's in dormitories at college, I thought, what are they in these big... No, they're in these little rooms with one person or two. That's not a dormitory. A dormitory is a thing with 100 kids in, all coughing on each other.
Because you were poor.
No, because we were... Because I didn't have a mother. essentially. That's why we're in these dormitories. And they're big things, you know, with about, 20 kids in or whatever. Big rooms just with a load of metal beds. And I found I could put my dressing gown over the back of this headboard, and I could pull it, and it went up like curtains. So I thought, on that basis, I will do a play right here on my bed. So I advertised for this, and the headmaster turned up. So when he turned up, I had to do something, because I only thought it was fun.
You only practiced the curtain pulling?
Yeah. The only reason I set up the gig was because the curtain pulling up looked really good.
You walk on the wild side.
And I had about 4 teddy bears, and they did the most crap improvised story moving along my bed that has ever been told.
Do you remember it?
No, I just remember going up to one end, going to the other thing. What are we doing here?
Change voices, change voices.
I don't think they were changing voices. I don't think they did anything, but they moved, they traveled a lot.
I mean, I'm really intrigued by this fact. The body. I mean, it takes things into one end and expels them from another end. And we just are silly because we've got upright. Most other animals are sensible. But you can see it really clearly. Mouth, end result. It goes through like that, horizontal.
If you want to walk on all fours, really, it's fine.
We're vertical when it comes to dealing with this stuff.
Even more so. I mean, the why of that, I think, why do we sleep? Why do we have to sleep? Why do we have to sleep?
Oh, because that's when
dream
we're
for
free.
chance.
No, but why? Why did
we have to? Because
I know
the
we have
brain
to.
is so busy working all the time.
I know, but why?
It makes sense.
But above that, like, why did whoever it was created?
No.
Why didn't we evolve with sleep not coming into it? You know?
Why didn't we evolve with like better hairdos? You know? It's
True,
not perfect.
but the sleep one is more fascinating.
We're trying to move beyond Judaism into something bigger.
Okay, leave me out of this. I'll just eat the chicken.
Why the hairdos stop
You two
right
discuss. You're way beyond me now. What's your best dues? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're young people. You're both young people. I'm discovering all sorts of follicles on my back that I've never known
going
about.
back to
These follicles
the
have
gorilla.
sat there for 50 years being very quiet, doing nothing. Now, past 50, these follicles are saying, let's shit this stuff out. Let's just send it out. And this hair is growing everywhere.
He's like a prairie now. He's like a prairie. They could do Oklahoma on your back.
Buffaloes on my back. Not a monkey on my back. I got buffaloes on my back. Where's Ted Turner when you need him? He's raising these things by the thousands.
They could just work on you.
They're better than cows. If McDonald's starts doing big buffs, this will be good because cows eat so much
It has another
grass.
Buffaloes.
Buffaloes.
You can't sell big buffs.
Buffaloes. You can't.
With a side order of beaver? Are you nuts?
No. But buffaloes eat less stuff like llamas and alpacas. You know.
I'm glad we've
llamas and alpacas eat a lot less
I'm
grass
glad we've
than
gotten
sheep.
political now.
But buffaloes just sit there and roam the prairies eating just a little bit. Cows just...
What are they? What are they looking after their weight?
Cow hoovers. What?
They're looking
Hoovers.
after the buffalo. Why do they eat less? Why does cows?
I don't know, but they're more efficient. They're efficient
But their
animals.
hair is
Why
all
do they
over the
sleep?
place.
Why do
I
they
know.
sleep?
No, did you see their hairdos? It's a mess.
You guys want
No, we're all going to the toilet.
Flounders. Do you understand about flounders? They're born with their eyes on 2 sides of their heads, but by the time they become adults, their eyes have moved over, so they're on one side and they're lying on their side. Flounders do this.
I'm upset too.
I get angry. I'm angry.
Do they sleep?
I'm feeling angry.
I'm staying on the sleep.
You won't get off that one, will
Sleep
you?
encompasses them all, because we don't have this two-eye
Is it easier to sleep when your eyes are on the same side?
Not when you're incontinent.
The other thing I have a question about, and then
Is this
really
your
we could
show?
end the show, is why are there toilets now? And I think we should have a benefit that flush without your approval. You know, you get up and they flush.
Oh, those
Before you
ones.
get a chance to inspect.
Where did that come from? You don't get to like you don't
Look,
partake.
I think that comes from America, where no one really wants to admit
commit.
that any sort of
What
feasting
toilets are
thing
these?
happens.
What toilets are these?
In
They are
airports,
there.
you get up and they
Really?
flush. They sort of say, "Screw you, I don't need you anymore."
God, I wish I could fly
you can't
first
even
class.
decide. It's not in first class. It's in the
No, it's in-
lounge.
No, I don't know this. This is a lie.
You probably
You're
don't
spreading-
flush anyway. I bet I'm going to call your wife. You're
I
the type
miss.
that walks away.
Miss, maybe, but flush, I do.
You've seen it in America.
flush.
I don't want people
Yeah,
thinking
it
I'm
does.
making this
It
up.
does.
I don't know this.
You just it's got a sensor at the back, so when you sit
Get
down,
up.
it sends something sat down, and then when
Picks
they move
up your
it
ass
flush.
getting up.
So you could actually sit down and get up as like 2 seconds later, and it would flush even
Really?
though.
Before you've had a
without-
chance to dissect
You
whatever
go
your
like
medical
this with your
problem might
hand.
be.
You can go like this for an
Yeah.
hour and a half. I've done that, and
did
there's
it?
no knob.
Oh, what a world you live in.
Everybody up to pee at the
What?
same time.
I'm left.
You're left.
It's me.
But there's 4 cameras. You got people to talk
I have
to.
nothing to. I want to eat.
Eat.
Can I go to? I'm incontinent. Can I explain that?
Let's do it in the napkin.